Greetings gamers, Agent SN, and today I'm about to do probably my hardest video to make yet. Because obviously, you guys know that I'm a gamer. I mean, if you haven't been watching me, then, well, actually, if you watch me, you know that I'm a gamer. But what exactly are my 10 personal favorite games ever made? Well, I probably mentioned some of my favorite games of all time on this channel, but now I'm about to rank my 10 personal favorites. I have played a bazillion games throughout my life, and I have a bazillion games that I own, probably at least 1,000, maybe a little over. And today, I'm about to make one of, if not my hardest video to make ever. I'm Agent S, and like always, please remember to like and subscribe on this video, and let me know your thoughts in the comments, and please ring the bell for notifications. And I plan to wait a few days on this video, but I think I'll just get ready now, as I got another video planned. So, but without any further ado, let's go. Number 10. So you guys didn't know, Sonic the Hedgehog has always had a lot of good or bad games, but back then, Sonic was huge, and many mind-blowing 2D platform experiences that would compete with Mario would come, and my favorite Sonic game ever, and probably one of my favorite 2D platformers ever, tied with Super Mario World, my favorite 2D platform ever. But let me get this straight. Well, I forgot to mention this, but I have one rule for this list, and that is that I'm only gonna have one game per franchise, with one exception, which doesn't count spin-offs. A spin-off of franchise I'm also covering on this channel will appear. But anyway, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is a very fantastic game. I love its level design. Others are awesome. Introduce Tails, who become an iconic Sonic character. I really like the fight against Dr. Eggman. The worlds are really amazing. And although I've never been in this game, I still love it a ton. I still played it a lot. It is just a really breathtaking and mind-blowing experience. Even though more breathtaking experiences coming up. But yeah, this game is just so mind-blowing. I mean, it is, and especially the Casino Night level, which is amazing, and the first zone is just really cool, and I like many of the boss fights in this game, and the enemies. They introduced a lot of new gimmicks. This game it's like. Sonic the Hedgehog 1 was already great, but Sonic 2 is way better. Now, here we go to number 9. Alright, next up, we got Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door. And oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite RPGs ever made. I mean, well, there is one RPG, though, that I love more, that I won't spoil in this list until you get to later on this list. But this game still means a ton to me. After all, this is probably one of my favorite RPGs ever. But not only, but this game truly feels so special. Especially this game, and the first game, really shows what the new Paper Mario game should have been. Especially with the current day Paper Mario. I mean, I like the Origami King, and I was really mad when stickers started color splash. I wasn't really too big of a fan of them. This game is super amazing. I love the partners. I love it all. It feels so special, so cool, so amazing, so charming. And the partners are really fun. It has a lot of good humor. I really like the worlds. And the Crystal Star collectibles. Oh boy, how cool are they? And the battle system. It's so good. The turn-based mechanics are really so special. I can go on all day about them, but I want to make this video less than 20 minutes long, so let's move on. But anyway, play this game out already. It's sometimes expensive, but playing it emulated is even better too. Let's move on to probably my favorite first-person game of all time. Well, actually, a trilogy of them. So I just recently tried out the Metroid Prime Trilogy, but oh boy am I glad I did. I tried this a few months ago, Yet I absolutely love it. I mean, it's such a good experience. I mean, exploring space in first person Metroid game, a trilogy of them, created for the GameCube and Wii. Awesome. This game really set the bar, and it's still critically acclaimed, and it's still known for being one of the best games of all time. And it shows. This game has some good collectibles. I love the graphics. Even though I wish I could get an HD remake. But it was so great at the time on the GameCube and Wii. And the bosses are just so unique in all three games. And these three games really have their ups and downs. Even it's hard to find downs with them. As all three games, I'm excluding all three games here. They're just so breathtaking, as I absolutely love them all. And just the most breathtaking experiences, at least one of the most I've ever had. And really getting to explore Samus in a new way and three new stories is quite unique. And I can't wait to play Metroid Prime 4 at some point on the Nintendo Switch. But let's move on to... We've seen a 2D platform in this list, but get ready to see a 3D platform and another trilogy. At least on the PlayStation. So Crash Bandicoot 4 just came out. I haven't played it yet, but I have played the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. I love it, and it's also a game I really love and one of my favorites. But I don't want to include it. But I didn't want to include it on this list because there was 10 games I like more. However, well, I guess not however, but I love me some Crash Bandicoot. But also I love it's also a very popular 3D platforming IP from owned by Activision now, and they originated on the wonderful PlayStation console, Spyro. This little purple dragon really revolutionized how 3D platforming could be, and although some Mario 64 million went to the job, and so did Crash Bandicoot, Spyro Dragon took it in just a really amazing new way. This is personally one of my favorite 3D platformers, and the bosses are just so unique, and Spyro's a really good character. No, but I have a hard time choosing between choosing all three games on this list, mainly for the Reignited Trilogy remake. I hope Spyro 4 comes out in 2021, because I would be losing my mind of happiness. I would, and if you haven't played these games yet, go buy Reignited Trilogy right now on Xbox One, on PS4, or Switch, or PC. As they're all just so good. And they're really good experiences that'll keep you playing for hours. Especially if you want to 100% them. And the worlds of them are just so nice and unique. But let's move on to yet another RPG on this list. Here we go. So next up, we got Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I gotta know, for years I have been a big Pokemon fan. I've been a big fan of Pokemon. I have played every single mainline Pokemon game. Yes. So my favorite of them is definitely Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Remakes of Pokemon Gold and Silver on the Game Boy Color, but its DS remake really made things better. As it really did well. It really set the bar for Pokemon, and the atmosphere of the Johto region is just so breathtaking. And I love a lot of and I love all the other Pokemon games too. But this has to be my favorite, especially the fact after you beat this game, you get to explore the Kanto region, the region from the first generation of Pokemon. The Gen 2 Pokemon are just really unique, and basically that has had Cyndaquil and Totodile, which are some of my favorite starters. Outside of Blaziken, my all-time favorite Pokemon starter from Gen 3. But yeah. But in this game, it's just really unique in a bunch of ways. Especially the remake, as it really as a new gimmick to the series. But the original and the remake are just so nice. And the game, and it remains to this, and it remains to this day, the original remains to this day as my favorite Game Boy Color game. And the remake remains, and Heart Gold and Soul Silver remains to be one of my favorite DS games. And catching on the whole one is just really, really fun. And getting all the badges, it's so cool. And although I've only played through this game once, I can play it any day. Same for the 5 games you'll see coming up, especially one that I have beaten about 20-30 times. Yep, I'll tell you why. Number 5. Also, here's a hint. This is a game that you've probably never heard of, but it's another 3D platformer, and I absolutely love it. A wonderful sidekick summer camp adventure that you'll see. Alright, so you've probably never ever heard of this game, but this is a really amazing experience. This is a game that I have beaten a ton of times, and beforehand, this is a game that I would watch my dad play every Friday night when I was little. Yup, because it's just so wonderful. And I don't even like sidekick theme in a summer camp. It just feels so unique. And I really love how the mindset of this game and the atmosphere. And I really like Raz, the character. And the meat circus will always really give me the frustration. But once you beat it, it feels legendary. The final boss, because Raz goes huge, it's just so legendary. I love the boss in this game too. And yep, like I said too, this is a game that you've probably never heard of, or you might have, but probably forgot about it. But chances are you probably never heard of this game. But play it if you haven't already. You can buy it on the PlayStation for you can track down an original Xbox copy or buy it digitally off the Xbox 360, Xbox One, or if this also works backwards compatibility. Or you can buy it on Steam. It goes on sale a lot for like $2. Go play it. It's awesome. And characters are amazing. Mela, Sasha, Agent Crawler. Yes, Coach Oleander's a pretty cool villain. Oh wait, sorry, something happened. Whoops. I got that aside though, sorry. But anyway, this is a game that I just really love to come back to. I come back to this game every year or two. I used to come back to it every Friday, every month or so. But now I come back to every year or two, and it's just so breathtaking to do so. I mean, this game means a ton to me. I'm so glad Psychots 2 is coming out in 2021, as I have my backer code ready for it. I can't wait to see what Tim Schafer and his crew Double Fine after being bought by Microsoft does with it. But let's move on to the highest scored game on Metacritic. So if you've been following gaming news for a long time, well, you know this game is the highest scored game on Metacritic. This game has revolutionized gaming in a wonderful game. It's heavily known for the best game ever. And although there are 3 games I do like more, this game is still a ton to me. This is a game that I have beaten twice, and both times I have gotten the most fun I've ever had, almost, out of all the games. It's one of the best games Nintendo's ever put out, and it just feels so breathtaking. I mean, and Link looks so much better in this game. As 3D graphics, it revolutionized gaming forever. I love its characters, the bosses, and this world is so unique. And this has always been still one of my favorite games of all time. I love coming back to it. Although I've only beaten it twice. But this game is just so amazing. I could go back to it any day. I love its enemies, the characters, the side quests are just really awesome. And this game is just really the best. And I absolutely love it. Now if you haven't played this game yet, please go do it. Play it, where you still have an original N64 cards laying around, whether what's on the Wii U Virtual Console, or the 3DS remake, which I recommend the most. Go play it right now. It is just an amazing gaming experience. You have to play it. Let's move on to another Zelda game, and my favorite one of them all, and my favorite open world game of all time. Let's go. Ah, yes. This game is breathtaking. It is a masterpiece. What's better than Ocarina of Time? The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. When I first got my Switch and got this game 3.5 years ago, I had the time of my life with it. It was a bit hard for me at first, but once I got the hang of it, it became my most loved open world game of all time. And the cooking mechanic in this game is just really amazing. The HD graphics is the best. This is also the first original Zelda game with 3D. I mean with HD graphics, which is so unique. This is the best Wii U game, the best Switch game, and for so much good reasons. As I can come back to this game on any day, even though I've only completed it once. It just feels so unique. It's a really breathtaking experience that I could really go back to on any point, on any occasion. As if I were to choose one game, if I were to choose only one open world game, I would to play for the rest of my life. I choose this. This game is amazing. It is one of my favorite games of all time. It's why it is at spot number 3. It's open world gameplay and its world. This really means so much to me. But there is two more games I like more that you will see coming up. So for 3 platformers, well, wait for it. It's lagging. Why is that the lag? It's lagging. I'll be right back once it loads up. I was waiting for it to load, but I got to load it here so you can get the picture, I guess. But anyway, for 3 platformers, what have you seen? Well, you've seen Spyro. You've seen and also sorry for the bad quality. My internet isn't really the best here. But anyway, you've seen Spyro, and you've seen a very underrated hidden gem from 2005, Psychonauts. But last but not least, we have a game that is just so special to me. I probably wouldn't be here on YouTube if I had never played Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy means so much to me. It's my favorite game of my favorite game series. I love it just as much as my favorite game of all time. They're gonna see next up, but this game just really set the bar for all upcoming games I would play, as I just really love this game. This game revolutionized all Mario games coming up. It introduced gravity mechanics that were just really good. The levels, the characters were just so loving, and introduce everyone's favorite waifu, Rosalina. Of course, I had to bring that up. But its sci-fi tone really attracted me to this game. In fact, there was one time several years ago, where I would beat this game every single summer about 3 or 4 times, and I couldn't play it again. Want to get the 3D All-Stars. The 3D All-Stars very soon, even though it's already out. I plan to get it very soon. But yes. But we're not done yet. We're not going to do it at number 1 yet, because I'm not just including Galaxy 1 for this list. I'm not just including Galaxy 1, I'm also including Super Mario Galaxy 2! Yes. Super Mario Galaxy 2. This is Galaxy 1, but better. And why is it better? Because number 1, Yoshi. Number 2, the levels are just so really well designed, and the music was pretty superior in this game, and I really love the atmosphere. This game is just as amazing as the first game. I have a hard time choosing between Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2, although I prefer 2. As Yoshi, the levels, the mechanics made this game superior to the first game in every single way, and it really just felt unique in every good way. And both games are pretty similar, but in a really good way. I mean, I really like the characters, the bosses, the world. Both these games are just really unique, and I prefer the levels of the first game too. And this game even and while Galaxy 1 had 121 stars, this game's up to 242, and you have to play through the whole game again as Luigi to get the 121st star. Because now you can use the same profile as Luigi once you beat Bowser at the final boss, at the Galaxy Generator, and then you get more galaxies to explore, and you get, once you get 120 stars, you get 122 more. That's just an epic. And this game really set the bar of how many games I played. This game is probably the reason why I am a YouTuber. I've also done a 10-year anniversary review on this game as well. So go check it out. Even though I'm planning on already doing it for my 3D Mario retrospective, I'm planning out soon, but I'll announce it later. At a later time. But let's move on to my number 1 game. This is my second favorite game of all time, but there's one game that I love just as much as this. But I go with the number 1 spot for many reasons. This is quite possibly the best This is quite possibly the greatest game ever made. Final Fantasy VII. Although I've only played this game one time a few years ago, this game really means a ton to me. I played through this, but when I first played this a few years ago, I was blown away by it. This is probably this is the best RPG I've ever played. Final Fantasy is one of my favorite game series, and it's actually the reason why Cloud is my profile picture on the channel, because to show my love for this game. And not only is it my favorite Final Fantasy game, but this game you're seeing right here is my all-time favorite video game. I love the battle system. The world is just so unique. Sephiroth is an amazing villain. Cloud as a character is really cool, and he's probably the character I use the most in Smash Bros. For that reason. And Final Fantasy VII Remake, also released earlier this year. It's kind of a retelling, reimagining of the game or something. Kind of like a reboot of it. And that was pretty fun too, even though I prefer the original, since it's more expanded, considering the remake is just the Midgar section expanded to a full game. But still a good one. But if you have not played this game yet, you definitely need to. And if you don't own a PlayStation or PlayStation 2 or a PlayStation 3, you can buy the original game on there too. Well, this game also has a remaster outside of the remake on PS4, on Xbox One, on Switch, and on PC. If you have Game Pass, you can play this game. And I'm planning eventually to make a big video on this and why this is my favorite video game of all time. But this is just my favorite game ever. I can go on and on and on about this game. I love it a ton. Play it if you haven't already. It's quite probably the best game ever made. But all that aside, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you next time for more. Agent S out. Remember to stay awesome, like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications.